Yo, yo. What up? What up? Yo. What up? What up? Hey. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Benny's crib. What up? Yeah, just leave your shoes over there. It's cool. Yeah, thanks. Does that sound cool? Yo, what up? Welcome to Benny's crib. Beautiful people, we are here. It's a kind of a humid, rainy late June evening in this wet month of June we've had. We got a hip-hop artist from Portland here at the crib. They got a new EP out that I believe dropped back in April. Is that true?
Yeah.
I'm excited to speak today to YKN Gibby. Welcome to Benny's crib.
What's going on?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Shout out who you brought with you today, too.
Yeah. Shout out YKN, you know.
Poncho, the evil guy with the mason jar.
And you know YKN Poncho.
YKN Poncho's
the
in the
evil
house,
guy
too.
with the mason jar. You get it.
There we go. It's an introduction. Well, we'll definitely get into the YKN lore. You know,
100%.
just breaking it down for the people at home and even me who don't know much. But I'm excited to learn, man. But before we kind of get into the, I guess, present, so to speak, I'd like to start. Maybe y'all watched some episodes earlier today, so you might know where this one's going. We might start back in the beginning. And I think I want to... Oh, dude, am I tripping, man? Oh, good, man. I almost forgot if I was recording or not. But we are recording. Always double check.
I just got to make sure I'm
Hey,
good for the mic.
Straight up. Oh, yeah, you good. You good, too. You good, too. Actually, Good. Thanks for asking, man. Now I'm feeling good about you.
All right, words.
Yeah. I'll definitely let you know for sure. And we get these backup mics, too.
I got you.
But, yeah, good. Always, remember, make sure the audio sounds good in the beginning. Because you don't want to be doing this an hour in. It sounds like dookie.
That's word.
But let's go back to the early days of YKN Gibby. First question officially. What's your first memory of hip-hop?
Oh, I say my first memory of hip-hop. So, growing up, I was born and raised in Atlanta. So, I remember my brothers, they just, a lot of Gucci. You know, a lot of trap music. I grew up on a lot of trap music, a lot of Jeezy.
That's exciting. I know you're from Atlanta. So
Yeah, you know, it's a little thing about me.
I almost started yelling "burr" really loud when you said Gucci.
Burr.
I was thinking "burr."
That's what I was saying.
But oh man, what year were you born? How old are you, or how young are you?
I'm 20 years young, you know, turning 21 in the beautiful month of August.
Tremendous. 20 years young. Nice, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I like having I think age is a weird thing, and I don't really know what the word young even means, but I like having younger artists. Something just fell off my door. We're gonna continue. I like having younger artists than me, especially on the show, because I'm 29, even though I got kind of the baby face, but you know, I got a couple
I
years.
wouldn't even guess that, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
That got me.
I got 25. I feel like I look kind of perpetually 25, but
I was thinking around 25 too.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, man, I love hearing just young people make music. Because I don't think hip-hop traditionally has to be a young person's thing like people kind of view it. I think there's a lot of amazing hip-hop artists who be dropping consistently. I mean, the best example I can ever think of that is Danny Brown dropped 30 at 30 years old. One of my favorite rappers of all time.
Right.
One of the reasons probably why I'm still here doing this shit is because of my connection to music like that back in the day when I found it in 2011. That's a different story. You probably might have heard some of that in the podcast, but it doesn't matter how old you are, no matter how young you are. It matters what you're doing now. Quote unquote though. I like when motherfuckers create when they're young, because there's something exciting about youth in general. 100%. So we're gonna get into all this youth in a second, but
Word.
That's dope, man. I'm pumped that you were just thinking of Gucci and trap music for your first memory though, because I mean my white ass was bumping Lemonade had a subwoofer back in Maine, so it's
them keys, bro. I'm telling you, some keys.
You can't. You put on Zaytoven beats. You put on any of the 808 Mafia guys starting on top with Southside and shit. You can go
100%.
It's stupid, man. TM88 might be my fave sometimes.
Right,
I don't know. It's hard. There's a lot of good beats, bro.
100%.
We'll get into that. I think so. You're 20, man. So I already forget. That means you were born in what? 2002. 2002. Wait, you were born after 9/11. You might be the first guest to be born after 9/11. Whoa.
Dang.
That's not that weird to me in a sense, personally. But I feel like when you say that phrase, people are like, whoa.
That's a crazy
Yeah.
attachment. I was just about to say
yeah,
that, like.
yeah. Dude, people like you say that some people they're like, oh my god, that's right, man. I mean, there's catastrophes every year, bro.
Yeah.
Not to undermine shit, but anyway,
100%,
that is pretty
man, for
wild, yo, man. 20. So I'm trying to think, bro, man. 2003, bro, or 2002.
Yeah, 2002.
I was 8. I don't even know what the fuck I was listening to back in those days.
I
man.
mean, hey,
Definitely wasn't trap music.
Trust, I'm the youngest of all of my siblings.
How many siblings?
There's 6 of us in total.
6 of us, though.
Yeah. So.
That's cool, man.
And all of my brothers are. Trust.
Is it all brothers?
Nah, it's 3 brothers, 2 sisters.
Sweet. That's you still mobbing deep.
That's what I'm saying.
That's dope. And so you obviously, I mean, I had a couple older cousins, friends with older brothers and cousins. That's always how you get music.
Word.
Usually, at least.
100%.
All right, well, cool. We kind of got the earliest of the early, but let's just talk a little bit about Atlanta, man, and like kind of your upbringing and youth in a sense, but in your words, you know, like things you look back at maybe that like stick out to you, good or bad, even just kind of like what were your hobbies and things you kind of like want to talk about in a sense?
Nah, I feel you. So like really, me and like my journey, I'll say my journey from music really is like stemming from back as a kid. I'll say growing up in Atlanta, like just, you know. It's just not crazy. But, yeah, like, Suburbans. We grew up in, like, suburban houses because shits are pretty cheap down there, you know? But I say I grew up very African. You know, my family's from the Congo, my mom, my dad. So I grew up very African in my household. I grew up very strict. So my parents weren't listening to the music my brothers were playing, you know? And they didn't really they didn't really care about the music that my brothers were playing. So I was over here sneaking back, just listening, bumping that fucking shit in the back, you know? Yeah. So I'm just
Would you get in trouble if they saw you bumping it as a young?
Nah, I wouldn't get in trouble if they saw me bumping it, but if I said anything, you know? That's what I'm saying.
It's that thin line. It's like you can listen to it, but don't repeat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So once I started moving up, once I started moving up to Maine, because I moved to Maine pretty young. I've been here for...
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get into that, too.
Yeah.
Like, what official age did you move here?
I say, oof, it's been a grip, but I say I moved here around, like, 2010.
2010.
Yeah, it's been like...
So, yeah, you were 7, 8 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, it's like half my life now I've been in Atlanta, half my life been in up here.
I mean, those are very formative years when you've been in here. Up in Portland.
No, this been...
Have you been in Portland the entire time, too?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. All
so
right.
It's been, like, the cultivating years, for sure.
I guess, again, like, as much as you want to divulge, but, like, did the whole fam move up here, or was it, like, did you just come up here? How did that work out?
No, the whole fam moved up here, so it was really, like... You know, I don't want to get too much into it.
No, you don't have to at all. Yeah,
sure,
just kind of setting, like, you know, the journey. In a sense.
It was really just me, my mom, my grandma, my sister, and my brother, you know, because my other siblings are a lot older. They're already...
Yeah, because you mentioned you're the youngest.
That's what I was saying.
That's
They're
how families
married,
be, man.
got kids and everything, so we moved up over here.
You an uncle?
Yeah, for sure.
Uncle Gibby?
Dude, Uncle Gibby, for sure. Let me teach you some French, dog.
I know, so my last name is French.
Oh, word?
It's Panette, but... Parlez-vous non français? Un peu.
You know.
Très mal.
Nah, I got you. So, like, what to say? Uncle? You know how to say uncle?
I don't think so.
It's like tonton.
Tonton.
Yeah. So it'd be like tonton. So it'd be like tonton Gibby, you know?
Tonton Gibby.
Yeah.
Tonton
so
Gibby.
my folks, they call me tonton. So I'm like the uncle.
Uncle,
like, yeah.
uncle. That's like
you
big
know,
uncle.
that's what I'm saying. I'm big uncle.
Tonton.
I mean, that's just how my folks be joking around, but...
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Family love.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm getting a big sense that family has had a big impact on your life. And
100%.
maybe still has.
100%.
That's cool. That's very important.
Very family oriented.
Yeah. I think about like family in the sense that I meet a lot of people and see a lot of people and shit. And if you're lucky to have a family that like you can kind of get along with, and no family perfect, but if you can kind of like feel the love and have little moments where you can create good memories together with just y'all, that's a really special gift, man.
That's word too.
And I do think it's important to remember that, because I hang out like my papa. I love my papa. He be annoying the fuck out of me sometimes. He's some 94-year-old, like old, you know, like stubborn ass. But I'm like, nah, like this is like
94 years young is crazy.
Hey, yeah. It's a whole different thing. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm like, nah, like you gotta be here. This is important. Like he at the end of it, but he got all this energy still. You gotta soak this in. You might learn something.
That's word.
You could learn something about yourself or learn something about life. So family is important, man. Shout out family. And shout out to a family that you might not even have by blood, but is there for you. I think about that a lot, too. That means a lot to me, too.
The folks that you make. Shout out that boy Poncho over here.
These are the bonds, man. These are the bonds we trying to talk about. That. All right. Well, shout out family. I think we can't have anything without that. But in a sense, another thing,
Vin
I think,
Diesel.
straight up, straight up. It would also be pretty bad out here though if we didn't have music. So let's talk about how the music kind of connects, man. I want to first talk about music from like almost like a household sense or like a friend group sense. Like, were there any musicians in your family, like, or like in your friend group? Because you mentioned people, like people would be playing music all the time and shit.
Yeah. So what?
Brothers.
I'll say my oldest brother. He was he's been the most creative person that I've seen growing up. You know, he's really into arts. He's more of a artist, a painter, you know. But
That's cool.
he's dabbled in, music and yeah. Nah, he got a little voice on him.
He's singing too?
Yeah, no, he be
Nice.
singing here and there. So that's like growing up hearing that, I'm just like, yeah, there's creativity in my family at least.
Yeah.
You know, I got some pretty logical people in my family, so seeing that creativity, I'm like, yeah, let me boost something out of that. So that's where the curiosity for music came. But really, like, I started with poetry when I was young.
Was it Atlanta or Maine when you started?
To be honest, I'm pretty sure, I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure it's really Maine. Like, I started making a lot of poetry through school. Like, I was just...
Ooh, like English creative writing class or shit?
Yeah, type shit. Like, bro, even elementary school. So it would just be, like, third grade and then, like, you know, getting, like, a writing block off. I just start writing something or, like, what? You got to present something to the class. I'll make a poem or something.
Do you remember kind of how it began? Was there a initial, like, just spark inside of you? Was there, like, a class prompt or was, like, start writing lines, you know? Or
Nah, I mean...
just always been there, maybe?
Shit, like, to be honest, low-key. Like,
okay,
you know?
It can be like that sometimes.
That's what I'm
Sometimes you just
saying,
want to
like-
be... I mean, I used to write stories when I was, like, fucking in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
I'd write, like, stories about, like, the most random shit.
That's
I
what I'm
remember
saying.
first grade, I wrote... Me and my two friends, we wrote about these teeth. We called them the super teeth because we had,
Word,
like, a
super
dental
teeth.
fucking...
It hurt.
what's it called? You know, like presentation. They gave out toothbrushes and shit. So we
Yeah.
all writing stories. Like, I don't know why I'm doing that. You just be doing shit sometimes when you were a kid.
I feel you. Nah, yeah, so, yeah, no, but going off on that, I said it really came from, like, storytelling, like fiction, you know? I would look at a lot of pop culture, like, stringing things together,
Yeah.
you know, and trying to make that make sense. And then at some point along the way,
In the poetry, you mean?
yeah.
Like pop culture references. And
Yeah,
shit.
even, like, pop culture references. So, like, let's say I'm chilling with, like, my emotions or something, right?
Yeah.
And let's say it's, like, a contradiction,
Okay.
right? I'm
An
like,
inward battle. Of sorts.
exactly. I'm like good and bad, back to back, like Lethal Weapon. All right, so
Okay.
something that
Yeah,
misses. So
yeah.
misses. So I'm just
You writing
starting.
these type of like in elementary school. You kind of
Yeah,
That's very
dude,
interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll go back and look at my writing, and I'm just
therapeutic, maybe in a sense.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or like you're expressing things. I don't know.
For sure.
I'm not like a child psychologist, but
like, I don't even know. Like at that time, I was really just doing it, like doodling, really. You know,
Yeah.
like drawing.
Shawty,
Exactly.
trying to rizz up shawties.
brainstorm.
This guy, you know, I mean, in middle school, I might have been a little Romeo, but that's a story for
Sometimes
another
you gotta
time.
write a poem to a shorty, man.
Yeah, man.
So sometimes words can be tough to figure out. You put them on paper, it works better.
Exactly. You get that mind.
Yeah,
that mind
that's
on
cool.
paper.
Let's keep the maybe artistic journey then progressing.
Where I got
You
you.
be writing. You were youngin'. When did the inclination to like make that into like bars in a sense start? Was it like
Or it's when I started listening. Trust. It's when I started listening. J. Cole.
Oh,
J. Cole.
there we
100%.
go.
That's what I'm saying. J. Cole is my GOAT. I
Let's-
don't care what nobody says.
No, that's interesting. This is why I
This man
love
is the
talking to
best.
cats younger than me, man, because
This man is the best.
there's cats like my age who said the same exact shit. Like the
Word.
homie B all like sat there, I'm pretty sure, like back in 2018 for 2019. Same exact shit. You know J. Cole played at Port City Music Hall
Yeah,
back in the day?
that's tough.
Port City Music
That's
Hall ain't even around.
close.
He played at Arcadia, technically.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
you want to get anywhere close to something, we got to get this man over here.
That's wild. Wait, so let's talk about J. Cole for a second, because I remember J. Cole. I'm a wow you. I got J. Cole tapes on my iPod, like from like back when I
Oh,
was in
yeah,
high
say
school.
that.
We can go back and look at it real after this one.
Dog.
One thing I want to bring up, it's really funny on this podcast. I tell guests, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this all the time, like afterwards, and I forget like 80% of the shit I say, and I say that just
Sound
because
beat.
I want to be journalistic and like authentic. Like you gotta be truthful out here, man. Like I'm trying to stay somewhat objective, so I definitely be capping when I say that sometimes. So hopefully I can remember to get my iPod, because I remember watching datpiff.com crash when Friday Night Lights dropped, the night it dropped. Like I was on that Cole shit too.
Shit.
Wait, so let's talk about your journey with J. Cole, because that's interesting. Like, what was your like breakout mixtape that like made you fall in love with him, or album?
Nah, I'll say it's 2014.
Okay, I was kind of getting that balance. I feel like 2014, because how were you in that? Like, does that be 11 or 12 maybe? Am I tripping?
Yeah, I was in middle school for sure.
Yeah. That's a good album though too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you like, whoa,
that was like,
cause I'm projecting, but I'm in college when I hear that. I'm high as fuck going through shit, but I'm like, oh, it's cool. He's reminiscing. But you hearing joints like 03 adolescence and living kind of
in my prepubescent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's very different.
Going through puberty and shit.
So he must have just been talking to you, maybe.
Exactly how I felt it, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, that connection.
Do you got that on CD?
Nah, I don't. Bro.
If I got that in there, that's yours.
Say that.
Straight up. Yeah. We gotta be giving gifts to each other out here, man. Physical shit's too.
Trust, I got you back with some, man.
Yeah, no, not even saying you got me, just in general, like paying it forward. But I'll be taking gifts too. I'll take cash gifts, I'll take vouchers, man. I'll take an e-check. That album definitely like hit me. Like I remember when that dropped, and like, cause the thing is, man, I liked I'm testing myself. Born Sinner. Nope. No, Born Center came up before that, but even the one Sideline Story, that's the debut on Rock Nation. I like that one, but from like a mixtape Cole had, he's like, I'm gonna say like he's recycling like Lights Please was on that. I'm pretty sure In the Morning with Drake, which was on hey, there was a YouTube version that was better, I think, and then they put that on Friday Night Lights, I think, and then they put it on the Sideline Story. That album was kind of to be honest. I still fuck with some songs, and then I like Born Sinner a lot more back in the day when that came out. And then I remember 2014 came out, and I was like, wow, like J. Cole like evolving. Like it's cool to see an artist like really, like literally he's on his roof, going back to his roots type shit.
Dog, for real. And like, I think the song to this day, my all-time favorite J. Cole song is apparently, like.
Is that the one that kind of he's more singing on, where it's like dun dun dun
dun
dun dun?
Cause it's just like
I'm glad you didn't say Wet Dreams.
No, that's what I'm saying. That would have been crazy.
Allegedly,
to encapsulate
whatever song.
My music journey, Wet Dreams.
Nah, it'd be like that. Allegedly.
I'm saying but it's apparently. I'll say for sure.
That song too, and like that's a video where it's kind of like I remember he's like kind of like I think
he's like talking about his mom, talking about his girl, but then like. I'll say the way that he attacks those two verses is really, I feel like it really encapsulates like how I try to attack a lot of my music.
That's a perfect segue, yo, because I was going to say like literally verbatim, how are you creating at this time when you first started out? Were there any inspirations at this time? So 2014 was like kind of the catapult.
And I'll say still coming from Atlanta, bro, I was Migos is my shit, boy. Bro, and rest in peace to that boy, man.
Let's do a little 5-second little moment sounds to take off, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm starting.
Got you.
That shit fucked up, and no other way really to say it. So, Migos took over, man. Like Migos really took over. Like, I remember watching like when Versace came out and like. All those I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to say the name of that mixtapes, but all the early mixtapes, I think there was like YRN maybe.
Yeah.
Forget those. Like,
Young Rich Nicks.
Yeah, they took the fuck over. Like I never 100%. Seen a trio take over the internet like that.
Nah, them boys crazy.
I think at least like if I can think of.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna take off Stan, bro.
So wait, you were like youngin' like in the height of like. Danny Glover Thug coming out, like future free bands popping off. Like obviously you kind of have like the kind of old guard of like the Luda, Outkast, T.I., Jeezy, even Atlanta. But Jeezy kind of is like bridge because he has like the mixtape drama shit. Obviously then you have like the Gucci shit too, which is a whole bunch of things. But then I feel like it transitions to the internet era where it's just like fucking.
So like I grew up
Migos.
That's what I'm saying. I grew up in like benefiting from the both of them. I try to mix as much as possible and still give homage to how folks was doing it back in the day, because them shit still banging, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean those motherfuckers was rapping hard. I have culture on vinyl for like a reason. Like I think about like how some shit is so influential to a sound, it almost I think it's saturated due to how much shit starts to sound like it.
Exactly.
And you have to kind of give it space and be like, don't forget like who are kind of the people that started to do shit really well at this level. That's why I think we gotta like show a lot of love to like Detroit sounds right now,
Word.
Baltimore sounds, and Jersey sounds right now, just because of how
Shout
much
out
you
Detroit sounds
you
for
hear like
real.
that shit's taking
Them
the
boys
fuck
be
over.
sliding.
Yeah, so we gotta always remember where shit comes from. But it's all it's all music. It's all black music at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
shout out all of that. Let's talk about YKN Gibby.
Yes, sir.
When did you first really start like creating tracks? Were you writing verses? Were you like freestyling on records, like in GarageBand? How did it start?
Yeah, I'll say I started. It was in middle school. Yeah, middle school.
So same time that like that or not 04 adolescent. 03.
2014.
2014
Yeah. So
came out.
I'd say middle school. Around middle school, I started. Like I had this iPod, bro.
Nice.
I had this
What
iPod.
kind? What kind? Shuffle?
Fuck.
Classic Nano? Slim?
Nah, it was like an iPod Touch with no back camera.
Oh yeah, those were the
You
first
know?
gen. Those were
Yeah,
the best.
just the front camera. You know.
Oh, I didn't even have that one.
Yeah.
That sounded ill.
I'm telling you, but that thing was slimish. I still have it. It's broken as fuck. I swear, I can find it. But like, I was just writing every day, just listening to beats, listening to stuff. I listened to a lot of X, like what?
Triple X,
Yeah.
Tentacion.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
boy was.
He
and
kind of
his
missed my
wordplay.
age thing, but he seemed like he hit a whole bunch of like young motherfuckers,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
Like a whole
and
generation.
I
of
was
them.
listening, you know, because it's the wordplay, you know, and it's the intent. I really focused on. I think like when I was younger, I started focusing more on the intent of everything and the way people chose to speak.
That's brilliant.
You know.
Yeah.
So then when I started listening to music, you start realizing like half these folks is joking around, spazzing on these beats, you know. But it's really just skill and tact that you gotta build up. You know?
Yeah, you can really set yourself apart. Not everyone really will hear it if they ain't trying to, but if you really put that pen to good use.
100%.
Did you do you speak fluent French?
I'm not gonna say I speak fluent. If
Do you speak pretty good French though?
yeah, and I'll say I understand 100%. You know.
Would you call yourself bilingual?
Yeah, I call myself multilingual.
What age did you start like incorporating French into your linguistics?
I say it's been like my family's been speaking French since like we were growing up. We still speak French like in the house right now. So
it's interesting. You said a phrase that piqued my interest. I think you said I like almost like looking at like the intent behind words, and it's almost like I wonder if
exactly
like
I'm loving this now.
an active brain, I think, really starts to look at words uniquely. I think the more we can like have to break them down. I even remember just like, again, I could be projecting, but I learned a little bit of Spanish back in high school for 4 years, and like learning Spanish would make me look at English differently. So I wonder if like even when you're a youngin', like you got French and English in your brain. I wonder if if there is like some like neuro thing in the brain that makes you like look at language differently. Because you're literally speaking two languages. Again, I just get so this shit fascinates the fuck out of me.
100%.
Because the way you view words and the way you speak inwardly is kind of how you view everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And words is weird. The fact that we have like I can point to like something and we both know what that means, man.
Yeah, no,
that's
facts.
fucking
Nah,
weird, man. A cat can't do that. Where's the cat anyway? It's good. If the cat ain't here, man, keep the cat away.
That's right.
I got that thing on me, and I ain't
She like you a little too much right now.
But yeah, man, words freak me the fuck out in the best way. It's magic, bro. It really is magic.
Yeah.
Cause it's meaning. Like, if you want to get meta about shit, maybe I took a big bong up. I don't really know, but there really is no like the definitive thing about really anything. I guess at the end of the day, it's all like it just is, and then you can look at it in certain ways, right? We all have our own perspectives,
100%.
and nothing is absolute in my mind, at least. So when you have like things like shared meaning via language, and like such a unknown world where like anything can happen, you can wake up and just know like, oh, this shit's always the same. That fucks me up. I'm like, wow. Then you incorporate music and melody and rhythm and instrumentation into it. It's fucking magic, bro. Rappers is magicians and shit.
That's what
and
I'm saying,
poets
bro.
and philosophers.
It's magic.
And it's power in this shit if you really take it
100%.
seriously. So that's why it's cool. I like you bringing that, because it makes me want to kind of get off topic and talk about that shit. So.
No, I feel you. Like I try as much, you know. I want my music to be like a puzzle, you know. So I try to be like things come to my head in a very unique, clever way to to myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like people can try to decipher that, because I try to make it as like obvious as possible, but still like in my own little twist.
Yeah. I mean, that's what this hip hop shit is, man. That's what this shit, that's what it's all about.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Man, all right. Sometimes this is a little behind the scenes thing. When I want to get deep into convo, I put the word marinate in my notes to get in
Just let this
conversation.
thing soak.
Yeah, so
I
that's
made
what you
some
just been
ribs the
doing.
other day, man.
Yeah. Oh, you marinated some? You say ribs?
Yeah, I made some ribs the other day.
How was it?
My first time making ribs. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
Did you put them in the oven or the grill?
yeah, in
Nice.
the oven, at least in the oven. Yeah. So it came out.
I don't really eat ribs too much, but I've always been kind of intimidated by the thought of cooking them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just like another meat, though.
Yeah.
That's really it, allegedly.
You gotta, cook it for a little bit longer. So I
You
was
gotta let it steep. What you marinated in?
So like, I started with like a mustard base, as like
Oh,
a
that's
older.
good. That's a very like flavorful.
Exactly. Let it sit in.
Did you get this with mustard, little small seeds in it too?
Nah, I just use yellow mustard.
Oh, just straight up yellow.
Yeah.
The homemade French.
I don't even. It was like, I think it was like some Walmart brand.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Well,
It's all the
saying,
same shit allegedly at that point.
I just put some yellow
saying
mustard on
allegedly.
that, man.
Yeah.
And,
Any like you gotta have some grain on there, like some salt or something.
yeah, I'm over here trying to think about my seasoning now. I'm blanking it. Like what? White pepper, black pepper, smoked paprika,
White pepper, black pepper,
I
smoked
didn't have it.
paprika.
Some pink Himalayan salt.
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fancy like that.
Yeah. Damn, man, you get me right. I don't want to talk
Be
about
like
it.
that.
I'm getting too
Be
hungry,
like
man.
that,
Damn,
the
man.
pink Himalayan salt.
That
Get
sounds
yourself
good.
right.
I don't even really eat beef that much. I could see you give me like a little plate of, it's like macaroni and like collard greens or something, or
Word.
like sweet potatoes and real yams or something. I don't know.
Let me get to them.
Oh man, let's get back to the topic. Here. I think I first saw your music online in like 2018. Is that as far back as your shit goes? Did you start dropping anything before that? You think?
Yeah, I mean,
Or would you check it down?
it's been.
Different name? What would you go by when you first started?
Yeah, when I first started, before I was YKN Gibby, I was just Young Gibby,
Young Y-U-N-G or Y-O-U-N-G?
Y-O-U-N-G. So I was Young Gibby.
Young Gibby.
Yeah.
How many years were you Young Gibby?
Just regular young. Just Young Gibby. And yeah, I dropped some joints on SoundCloud, but I recorded them. Like, I recorded them songs in like, I think it was like 7th grade.
Whoa.
And I didn't drop it until like 9th grade of high school.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, 2018, what the fuck? Are you like 15 dropping shit on
Yeah, so that's like 9th grade.
Oh, I
type
forget
shit.
you're
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
man. That's funny.
Yeah, so still.
That's so
I'm
funny.
over here bad with my own time, man. It's
Yeah.
been some time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you create, I feel like time starts to move differently.
That's what I'm saying.
I felt that way heavily when I started getting more into like the art shit, and
For sure.
losing time and shit. Makes you look at everything differently.
But yeah, I'll say like around that time, that's when I started dropping.
Yeah. So what was it? Pretty much just 2014 Hills inspiring you, or like was there anything else kind of good?
No, for sure there was more things, but like I'll say, when I say that, Cole is my GOAT, I mean that in a very like Kobe-esque way. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna say Kobe's the greatest of all time.
I think so. Well, people probably wouldn't hate you if you picked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, undeniably, no matter where Cole goes and where you put him, to me, he's my personal GOAT.
It's
You know
important.
what I'm saying? I feel like he's a lot of people's personal GOATs.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that feel very passionately about J. Cole.
But I'll say for sure, when it comes to just straight, when it comes to my purest, I don't even know how to word this. Yeah, Biggie Smalls, man.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Biggie is just learning the way that he exudes himself through his lyrics, the way that he speaks, in a way that you can really see that shit, like you feel that shit through the car, you know what I'm saying?
That shit's just like right in front of you.
And I learned this fact, like, he freestyled majority of his albums,
I didn't know that.
and I'm like, dog, to fucking freestyle, like, imagine listening to Big Pop and you're like, dog, this was majority of these verses are
Yo,
freestyle.
he young as fuck too. He died
That's
when
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
25, I think.
Right. It was just, when you see stuff like that, like, it's flames.
Right. Moment of silence for Christopher Wallace too.
For sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. All right, thank you, Biggie.
For sure, man.
Damn, man, you got me thinking about ribs. You got me appreciating moment. Let's talk about YKN.
Yes, sir.
When did you get into YKN? When did YKN develop? When did it start?
It really started with my boy over here, my boy Poncho. So,
Let's get Poncho on the futon for this
I know,
part.
my boy over here, my dogs. That's how it is, man.
No, YKN Poncho. Evil
YKN
guy with the mason
Poncho.
jar, you know.
Guy with the mason
Yeah,
jar.
so I guess the two of you, man, just
That's
break
so
down
fire.
how this shit formulated.
Honestly, yo, I used to want to become a rapper. I think, what year was it?
Man, we had to have been like
It was my
early
s-
junior year. Like,
So y'all in
Yeah.
high school together
yeah,
at the time?
we're,
Yeah, I didn't go to high school with him.
I
Oh,
went to
gotcha,
Cal school.
gotcha.
I went to
Gotcha.
Darren. Yeah,
I went to Portland, dog.
He's over here trying to snake his own school.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, nah.
But y'all be chilling, I guess, at the time. Sounding like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mutual friends.
Gotcha.
Became closer through time.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But no, I wanted to become a rapper at first and just like wanted to do this. But honestly, I was ass.
Yeah, I mean, everyone asked when
I
they
was
start,
ass
right?
as fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, can I cuss?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Ain't no.
I didn't-
Only sponsors
I
Yardyton. This
didn't know.
podcast is
I
sponsored
didn't
by
know if I can
Yardyton.
cuss or not. But
Yeah, for sure.
nah, I was really ass. I wasn't doing good. But honestly, if I was gonna rap, I wanted to be with someone that was really, really good.
Mm.
And I was this guy. Like, he was the best, in my opinion. He still is, in
Yeah,
my
and
opinion.
I'll say like me, I never even regarded myself as the best or anything, but hey,
I saw the vision.
if he's saying it, I'm saying I'm like, bro, I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
you know, I
yeah,
got
bro.
somebody to prove, right?
No, that's love,
So well, he started hitting me with this idea, like, yo, I want to start this brand, have like this music collective. Like, we were thinking Dreamville at first,
Got
you
you.
know. So we were trying to start YKN, and then at first, like the the letters, their acronym. At first, we were gonna call it Young King Nation, right? But then we were like, that sounds
some
mad
YouTube
like
stuff,
YouTube
you
shit,
Yeah.
right? Went on a hiatus for a little bit. We had to, we just grew up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
We
mean,
started
literally,
making music
'cause
for a little bit.
You in high school, right? You said when you like junior year, man, when you
Yeah,
started.
you know, we grew up, and then I found my love for music. I actually go to school for music now.
Nice.
So so like mixing with all that and finally putting that passion all together, we really found what we want to make this
Yeah.
brand.
What does it stand for now?
It means you know nothing.
You know nothing. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that's,
Meaning
I like
like-
that better than Young King
Yeah,
Nation.
Young
No.
King Nation. It means you know nothing, meaning like, you know, always take life as a student. You know,
Because we're still students in this shit.
that's what I'm saying. If
Every
you
day.
always move around like you know everything, then
You're
you know.
not going to succeed in life.
You get
Exactly.
smacked up real quick
So you always move around like a
by
student
life.
and respect your teachers. You know, learn your teachers, choose your teachers wisely. You know, choose who you want to learn from, and gain from. You know, who you
Yeah,
gain
man.
from, and it ends up giving back like tenfold.
I agree, man.
But you always have to look at the mysteriousness. You have to look at the nothingness. You know,
I love
nothing.
that shit. I'm
That's
guided
what
by
I'm
the
saying.
mystery. I don't know if you. There's a director called David Lynch. He makes really
Mhm.
fucked up movies. All those movies right there are like made by him on my TV stand.
Twin Peaks.
Pretty much the
Twin
biggest thing
Peaks.
about his is like mystery is supposed to. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say what his intention of art is, but what I grab mostly from his art is mystery is supposed to like be there to excite you, not like frustrate you. Motherfuckers get linear and possessive in America about their art or about things, and a lot of mad privileged motherfuckers expect so much out this shit. Shit that like motherfuckers, yeah, there's a lot of entitlement out here.
Everybody's entitled.
Yeah, it's wild out here sometimes. But anyway, you mean like shit ain't really like that, man. Like nothing really guaranteed out here. And
That's
like
facts.
I think if you approach life through that lens, it's a lot easier to handle like the pain and trauma that eventually hits you.
Mhm.
And yeah, man. And just even like not even on some traumatic shit. Mystery's exciting.
That's what I'm saying.
I like being excited, bro. I don't want to know everything. Granted, you know, I might want to know like when my next meal be coming sometimes or things like that. But like, still, like I'm out here just I call it free fall, man. I got like
Yeah,
mad like
exactly.
anxiety and like mental genetic shit. I have to like kind of deal with. And
Mhm.
one way I get out the house when I'm stuck is just I'm like, you just gotta free fall and open up
Oh,
the
yeah.
airplane door and jump out.
That's what I'm saying.
But like not like you jumping off a plane, but I mean like you just flying, bro. Like
Mhm.
life feels like that sometimes. You know, you want to grab on, but you can't. You
Yeah.
gotta just keep falling. It's like a roller coaster, maybe. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You just gotta go with the flow.
You know nothing.
You know,
You know
nothing.
We been
Nothing
nothing
at all.
There we go,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
Well, it's cool. It's cool to hear about this shit, man. I like getting like information from the source's mouth in a sense.
What word?
I want to keep talking about then kind of when you started dropping like in 2018 and,
Mhm.
and keep that time up because feel free to talk on like any of this as much or as little as you
Yeah,
want.
for
But
sure.
I saw you started dropping collabs with certain like younger people out here too,
Mhm.
like Trippy for instance at this time.
Yeah,
Another
100%,
hip hop
that's my
artist
dogs.
out here.
Yeah.
How did and he's actually been on this podcast too, so shout out the alumni. in
Yeah,
the
shout out
sense.
that boy Drip. Shout out that boy Drip.
How did you two link?
Oh no, we're like family, man. Yeah.
Does it go back
Mhm.
years now?
You know, I'll say
I mean,
me
clearly
and
by the you've been dropping for 5 years.
oh, for
online,
sure. No,
bro.
me and him, we go beyond that. You know, beyond that. Yeah, we're like family friends.
Yeah.
So
Oh, got
yeah.
you.
So
Sweet.
growing up, like when I first moved to Maine, our families, our parents just know each other. So
Gotcha.
me and him, we grew up together. Didn't really fuck with each other at first,
Yeah.
like as little
Button
kids.
heads as youngins. Type
Yeah,
shit.
of course. But usually it's those people that you butt heads with that you.
There's a similarity. That might be something you
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
got to
saying.
figure out.
That's
No,
that
I'm-
evil twin. That's that evil twin. Though. The moment that we get on that mic, we
Mm.
knocking next to each other. So
That's dope. How old is Drippy? Is he close to your
yeah,
age?
same
too?
age.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That cat 22.
Oh no, they probably 21.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, still, yeah,
That's
like
what I'm
younger
saying.
than me, man. That's dope. Dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to shout out another acronym, BDG, Big Daddy Gang.
Word.
I feel like people like out here don't really like know about like them a little bit in a sense. Like I feel
Nah,
like
them boys be. I'm telling you. Nah, starting with Uther, and
Yeah.
that boy Tondo.
Uther and shout out Tondo Blue. We had Tondo
Yo.
Blue in the cast. Shout out Uther. When I see y'all, like I'm out
Y'all
here. I'm
niggas-
out here like doing me, but I see y'all
Bruh,
popping up
them
in New
boys
York City
stay
filming shit.
cooking.
Like y'all doing
Stay
cool
cooking.
shit, bro.
Stay cooking.
Shout out Bixford too, Max
Bro,
Bigford
all
or
your
Max
boys stay
Bigford too,
cooking.
man. That cat doing
Stay
cool shit,
cooking.
man.
I'm telling you, like growing up, the moment I started cooking with them boys, that's actually how they went to Casco.
I went to
So-
school
Got
with
you.
him,
Yeah, so
I
we started.
introduced-
You were the bridge.
That's what I'm saying.
Where's is Casco near where the walk-in used to be? Kinda
So,
on Stevens Ave and shit. Not
No,
Stevens
his name
Ave.
like Washington. Like you know,
Where the fuck is Casco?
it's going to like
where like Portland Boxing Gym is.
yeah, like Bruno's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before you
Yeah,
hit
where
that.
Sweet Dirt kind of is and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
With that,
So you go down that street.
we talked about this.
Yeah.
Who was I talking? Trevor Hill was here once, and we were talking
Shout
about
out Trevor Hill, yo.
Yeah, we were talking. Nice, you know.
Shout out that boy
yeah,
Trevor,
we were
yeah.
talking about. That's
I actually got some interesting stuff about that too.
Oh, for real?
My first song I ever dropped, I recorded at his.
At Trevor Hill's crib?
Yeah, his
Oh,
crib.
no shit. He was probably like 3 or 4 guests ago. This is why I'm doing shit. Because y'all motherfuckers out here, all y'all publications aren't getting like history
Bro.
from people who actually be living out here in these
That's what I'm
streets and
saying.
shit.
That
It's
boy getting that
important, man.
information, man.
It's important shit. It might not feel
Everything's
important
intertwined.
now, but we're gonna look back at this and be like, oh, thank goodness some motherfucker was recording this.
Yeah, that's fact.
Small
Yeah.
town, small town.
Yeah,
Small
it's-
town.
it's-
Everybody knows
it's
everybody.
Cool, though.
We
I
stitch
love
everybody
that.
together.
That's cool to me. I love motherfuckers running up in the crib, throwing the bad down, disrespectfully, not even kicking the shoes off. Yo, let me get in the fucking computer. Let me get on the mic. Like that type of like youthful energy, man. Like I'm saying, just jumping in. Like I love that shit. So I like hearing.
Yeah.
That's why I like bringing up collabs, man, because it's just cool to hear. And I was gonna say about Trevor Hill. He was saying that I guess we were mutually saying how fucked that intersection is right before the McDonald's.
Oh no, for sure.
What's that
bro.
called? Crooks Corner or some
I
shit?
don't even like.
Because then the
They got some
McDonald's one's fucked
janky
too,
ass-
man. Those are both. There's a light just for the McDonald's, man.
And they have like a
bullshit,
janky
yo.
ass like railroad section, like
What's
a
that
piece of the
about?
railroad
It's
section.
like
That's
the
like,
1800s up in there with
dude,
it.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
try to go to Scrubber Dog, yeah, take the left turn,
Bro,
right
I'm
turn.
over here
Yeah,
bouncing off the
yeah,
fucking shit.
Do a whole donut.
Oh,
Nah, bro, that's crazy.
yeah, man. They got them. I don't even know why I'm such an old Maine dude, man. I always bring up like shit like like where's that at? Like it doesn't even matter to me.
Speaking of that McDonald's over there, you try the Grimace shake.
Grimace shit, yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
heard
no,
they
I've been
Grimace,
seeing this marketing campaign. It'd be funny as
Yo,
fuck.
stay tuned.
Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
Oh, man.
Shout out.
Grimace is
Grimace
gonna
is-
get you. He gonna kill you.
Grimace pulling up on y'all.
That motherfucker got purple goo. He be drowning everybody, man. Oh man.
Oh wow.
All right. Allegedly.
Allegedly,
man.
allegedly.
All right. Let's say this, man. Let's just keep it on the scene a little before we kind of get back to you and maybe what you've been dropping more recently. Halloween weekend, is that?
Yeah,
pronounced?
on the weekend.
And I can't pronounce the other one, but you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Any general takeaways or thoughts on the music being made out here currently? Like, just anybody you want to shout out? Do you kind of any maybe just like frustrations about Maine or things you like about Maine?
Word. I mean, hey, I'm no one to talk about anybody's music. Everybody's creative in their own sense, you know. Whatever y'all be going through, you talk about what you talk about. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out all y'all boys that be working hard, cause trust, everybody is gonna make it to where they want to be. We gotta be working together to push each other forward, cause we're all a community. You
Shout
know.
out to the neighborhood.
Shout out to the neighborhood. Shout out to everybody. You know, I can't just say
out
shout
to
out
the
to a
youngins
couple
especially.
people. You know, shout out to everybody.
To everybody.
But I'll say, you know, what? You know, I'll say one thing with being a man and listening to the music that we have around here is that Maine is not as violent as, you know, some of the music turns out to be. And hey, You know, when I was a younger kid, I was rapping a lot of the shit that was, you know, that I was listening to. Because I'm, you know, you're a sponge.
I mean, in
That's what I'm
Atlanta
saying.
too. I mean, like more quote unquote.
I'll say,
trap
I'm not
music.
gonna say anything personal to my life, but I try to keep everything as personal as possible. So me, I have an ear for individuality. So I'll say, as I get older, I'm starting to fiend for that individualism a lot more than the, you know, like cool, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll say
maybe authenticity, maybe.
exactly.
Like
So I'm listening to a lot of those authentic artists out
Yeah,
here.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in this state, I've been trying to tap in, but
yeah, man.
you gotta cook, you gotta cook. As
Yeah,
long
man.
as you make sure you got the right mindset, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of portrayals can fuck up a community, and that's one thing that I don't mess with, you know, because
like music that doesn't reflect maybe people doing shit they actually do.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, you
There's
know,
a lot of that going around.
I wouldn't even say it's a lot of that, but even, you know, it's whatever music. It's just not something that I listen to.
In
'cause,
any
you know,
era too, man, you see cats like that. I mean, you see cats like, you know, doing the trap music shit when that's popping. You see cats trying to be Fredo when
not
it's
saying
Keith.
I'm not saying I ain't do it, but I'm like, yo,
and
if you
we all
gonna
young
say
too,
it,
man.
that's what I'm saying.
Man.
If
You
you
gonna
know,
say it,
if
be
y'all
about
gonna
it.
rap like that, at least be clever, man. You know what I'm saying? There's people doing shit broad day.
Yeah,
You
'cause
guys
now-
are exposing yourselves.
It's more, I feel like New York and like drill and Jersey shit almost. Man. I feel like it's
Exactly.
kind of popping. You know, post like Pop
Mhm.
Smoke. All right, we gotta do another one, man. Moment of Sounds for Pop Smoke, count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be good. But yeah, man, I think, you know, not to interrupt because that was some real shit. Oh shit, man. I got a window open, man, because it's be hard as motherfucker.
Speed
but
racers
we got
outside,
speed
speed
racers.
racers.
But
Cool guys.
it sounds like you just be fucking with maybe motherfuckers who be on that authentic representation wave
100%.
and just putting out unique shit.
Mhm.
And I think, you
You
know,
know,
I'm be
'cause-
vibing with that.
Like authentic representation, you know, authentic manifestation.
I like how you said too, like you gotta shout out the whole neighborhood. Like
That's what I'm
almost like
saying.
if one of us goes up, we all go up. In a sense.
100%.
That's a cool mentality.
Because
I think that's pretty.
I
I
say-
think that's why I love the hip hop shit,
for
especially.
You know, I got you now for sure. I say being a young guy, man, or being a young guy in the state at least, or growing up here, I just peep like we're taking. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Fuck, I lost it right when I had it.
It's hard to
Listen,
articulate things, bro.
Yeah,
Conversation's hard.
yeah. Being a young guy here, like I'm just starting to realize, like the less authentic we are, the more we yearn for something that we're not gonna get. You know, here at least. You know, so a lot of people complain that there's nothing here, so we have to create something if there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But how we gonna create something if we're trying to do something that's not here?
We gotta be us.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta do something that's unique to us.
And there's a lot of cool shit out here, man. Like
Exactly.
I had cats from Jersey. I had 3 big artists recently up here in my world. Jersey, I think, North Carolina, and Detroit, where they're from. They had a tour at some stop up in here and like laced them and like brought them to Yardie Tang. We got smoked out. Like this is a popping place to be, bro. Like it's cool, man. Like it's so popping. Motherfuckers who live here can't live here anymore. They get
That's
pushed out,
facts,
bro.
fam.
And like we gotta remember, like there's a lot of power in art and there's a lot of power in
100%.
us. And I think, you know, I think those are just good themes to even remember, man. Just take care of each other, and art's a good way to, I think, you know, kind of start grassroots type shit.
100%, 100%.
Well, we already 42 minutes deep here, man.
Heard you.
So let's get into the Gibby discography in a sense. I want to get into the music. I want to talk about
Yeah, let's
maybe
start
what's to
talking.
come. I want to talk about some rapid fire questions. But I think recently you've been really staying busy. I've seen in your, you know, just output of releasing tracks and projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I've really noticed, I think more specifically, just through my, you know, research and paying a little bit of an attention here, you rapped on, I think, some more different types of styles of production, especially recently, maybe this
Yeah.
past year or so. Not like boom bap, but, you know, kind of just
Mhm.
different stuff in the sense.
100%.
Man. I think I saw a Doom album cover maybe
Oh,
on the
for
SoundCloud
sure.
page.
Yeah.
So what's been inspiring you, I think, in this current, like, you know, just drop zone you're in?
Yeah, so like going back on what we were talking about before, I'll say it's really like that understanding that understanding of my own authenticity and getting away from rapping like a lot of my peers or rapping like a lot of the people I listen to. you know, and starting to adapt to my own sound. So I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to figure out like what I really fuck with, and like what crowd and what sounds I really like messing with. And you know, I have a pretty animated voice, so I'm like, yo,
Yeah, he's different.
I like that, you know what I'm saying? But I have a pretty animated voice, so I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna start just fucking around. Like me and this boy, we be freestyling all the damn time. So that's how everything starts, really. So
Having fun with it.
that's what I'm saying, having fun with it,
Going
100%.
crazy in the booth.
So really, with these new jobs, it's really just a new mindset, new mind state. Just really being authentic to myself and being pure to the craft, really.
Yeah.
You
How
know?
does it feel to kind of like take on different types of production? Like, do you approach them differently, or is it kind of, you know, like a similar process?
Yeah, I say it's a similar process with me being myself, but for sure I approach them differently. And like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I kind of respect the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the production, I respect the beat. If it's like certain type beats, if this is like a grungy New York, you know, deep boom bap type beat, and I'm just like, word, let me think about my predecessors, let me think about my teachers, and then collect the rings and Captain Planet the fuck out of this beat.
That's one thing I know about this guy. Like, no matter what kind of beat it is, what kind of style it is, or what kind of art form it is, he jumps into it. And it's just
Like
perfect.
you said, free falling.
Just
Free
free
falling
falling, just
every
jump
time
in.
into every beat, because like you said, you know nothing. So that exploration, you find out new peaks that you know.
Yeah, you ain't
that
gonna
you
know
have
if
in
you
yourself.
try in, bro. Man.
Exactly.
I used to be so scared to jump in the pool in my aunt's crib. I thought that water was gonna hurt me. And I jumped in. Some days it'd be cold as fuck.
I remember one time I was
It
drowning.
was usually worth it. Always worth it, to be honest.
I remember one time I was drowning at a barbecue when I was younger, and my brother stepped on my fingers, like, and then he looked down like 2 minutes later, like he was stepping on my fingers.
That's
for
like
a
some,
grip. I'm telling you,
Dude, what is that? I'm trying to think of that Disney movie where the brother hurts the other brother, man. I can't
yeah, that
remember
is
it.
on some Disney shit for real.
Yeah, I can't remember, bro. Whatever, man. It doesn't matter. It happened in real life.
But I'm all good though.
You survived.
Yeah.
Pools can be scary. I almost drowned 2 months, bro. I had some older cousin came in and take me out. I got this like early memory, like if this microphone's the water line, my eyes is here, and then my audio starts. I'm like, and then I just remember whoosh, getting taken out.
Nah, that's
Wait,
scary.
what were you doing, yo? And I was like, oh, I don't know, man. I just kept wanting to walk, and I guess the water got up in my way.
It's mad scary.
Yeah, it's scary to think about shit like that, man. You really
fucked up.
appreciate life, bro.
Nah, for
I have a
sure.
lot of weird shit like that. I don't even have to get into that, but
Some
I'll
of
say
the
that.
incidents.
Yeah, man. I definitely believe like in the shit we can't see. There's different words for it everywhere you go,
100%.
but like there's a feeling out there, man, that's bigger than all of us. I don't know about
100%.
it. I believe in it. I'm not gonna not believe in it. Motherfucker will strike me down.
Yeah, for sure. Say that one.
Let's talk EPs, man. Let's switch
Yes,
this shit
sir.
up. It's Halloween weekend. Your first official project is YKN Gibby.
Mm-hmm.
Describe this EP to those who might not have peeped it, yo.
Yeah, so I'll say this EP. This is the first EP that I produced myself. Well,
All Gibby beats.
I wouldn't say what, or let me say mix and match it. Mix and match
like,
it. Yeah.
But like executively produced, you organized it. And
Yeah,
then
yeah. I
at
per-
the
you know, I-
end rate, you kind of like mastered it and
purchase some
sequenced
beats. Yeah, you
There
know,
you go.
purchase some YouTube beats and then mix them up, chop them up.
Oh no! So you actually even like went up in there and like
Yeah,
did the
nah,
final,
about those beats.
final
Yeah.
masters.
That's what I'm saying.
Sweet,
So
sweet.
I mixed, yeah. This is my first full-on EP, and the way this man was telling me, because we just had to drop something. Like,
I
there was
had to force it out of
yeah,
there.
you know, I was reaching like a little lull. I was like, bro, I got these beats, but I don't know what to fucking do for them.
Yeah.
Like, why would I even drop a project at this time? And I'm like, bro, Halloween. I used to go to UMaine, so like they have crazy
shit.
parties up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like they be having turn parties up there.
I used to stay there for like a week at a time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
sometimes.
So I'm just like, yo,
Yo,
let me base.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, yo, let me base a fucking EP or like a Halloween project, but kind of like on like a turn type of
Yeah,
Halloween
man.
weekend type
Oh,
of
yeah.
vibe, you know?
Oh yeah.
So like we based it kind of like college frat type of thrill type of vibe.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely kind of
Like
has
partying
this,
on
like,
the
this
weekends.
is supposed to be like some fucked up Halloween, not fucked up as in dark, but like get a little turn with the homies, put this on
That's what I'm saying.
late October.
And we did get
That's
fucked up
what-
Halloween. It was Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's probably
It was
my
a scary
favorite
one.
holiday, dude. Or like for parties,
Scary
man.
hours.
I love
Scary
Halloween
hours for
parties,
sure.
man. Yeah,
was
dude, it
Jason.
get weird. You get fucked up at a Halloween party. You walk in some room and there's some fucked up movie on. People be kind of like passed out, like high as she be like, I can get the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. You're like, yo.
We walk in that room.
Yeah,
You don't
man.
know what the fuck you
Yeah,
are.
you wake up. I remember like, parties back in college. You kind of get like turned in some homie's room and you kind of like take a bong, pass out. You come up like 3 hours later into the party. It's like you time travel. You do that at a Halloween party. You in the wrong state of mind. You might forget motherfuckers is in costumes, bro.
That's facts.
You walk in and see the people all bloody, all cut up. You might be like,
That's facts.
especially if you on boomers or something.
Bro, if you gone on some shit-
allegedly.
Oh shit.
Damn, this is crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I'm not saying nothing.
What happened to
Underage
you?
podcast. This is all alleged.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's cool though, man. I like this. Again, motherfuckers making music just to be enjoying life.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's kind of
Yeah.
the vibe that was going there. And I want to almost talk about the new EP because I'm not trying to expedite too much, but we
No, you
probably got about like 10, 15 left, so we can hit it. I want to talk about the new EP. What's gonna come for YKN and YKN Gibby in the future.
All
But
right.
let's do rapid fire first.
Got you,
down?
you.
One of your favorite MCs right now.
Favorite MCs? Fuck. K-Dot. Kendrick.
Oh yeah, I was just actually playing him in the car today.
Word.
Nice.
Hmm.
Go to breakfast.
Go to breakfast spot or meal?
Meal.
I like a good breakfast burrito.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I talked about this with some Ryan Adams. Remember?
That's what I'm
And he
saying.
was like,
Pack that shit together.
this motherfucker used to he used to live together, actually
Mm-hmm.
here, and he used to freeze breakfast burritos.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and then you put it in the
Smarter
fridge
way.
in the morning,
Smarter way.
or you put it in the fridge at night usually, so it thaws overnight.
Yeah.
And then you like wake up, boom, you got it. You pop it in the microwave, toaster oven, you good to go.
That's what I'm saying.
You save
Quick
money.
things.
It hit that good?
Bro, trust. You get
Those are
your
you, man.
you get your protein intake. I gotta be on. I'm trying to be like you, my boy.
It's
for
about
real.
though, if you are on the meal prep grind, if my one thing is shit that can accumulate moisture, take that out separate and then
Heard
add
you.
it after. Because you microwave shit with like moisture, it gets soggy.
Oh, I heard
Too
you.
many
Word.
burritos in my
Nasty.
lifetime, man.
Yeah,
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was about to do something. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down.
Hey, man, we're in the rapid fire. I gotta get back.
Oh,
See,
you
I
good, you good.
I'm gonna start talking about breakfast
you
myself.
chilling. You chilling, dog.
You good, man.
Favorite time of day to record.
To record,
To record.
I say like mid-evening or mid-afternoon. Yeah. You know.
Beatboxing or breakdancing.
Ooh. Fuck beatboxing.
207 artists you want to work with
207 artists I want.
that you haven't yet.
That I haven't worked with. Crazy Jamel.
He was on the podcast too. Shout
That
out
boy,
Crazy.
That boy clean. I got
He
some,
speak French too, I think.
Yeah, I saw him recently. I got something cooking for us. Trust, we cooking.
So I think he got some shit coming too.
Word.
Yo, let's see how good my mind is. Is the mixtape called Body Language? Is that what he's dropping? You know?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I forget.
What?
Fuck, what was that?
I gotta stay posted for that.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to remember, man. It was more for me. Sometimes I get in my head, I'm like, you got to remember shit, bro. You on the clock, man.
Nah, you
Chill.
chilling.
Interesting fact about yourself that people might not know.
Feel my what? I speak a little Japanese.
Trilingual?
Yeah, multilingual. I speak a little Spanish too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay. Dream city you want to visit.
Dream City. Well, I want to go to Houston.
90s rapper you want to listen to more. Like you kind of like, oh, I tapped in, but I got to really get deep.
I was just talking about this. Fuck. Yeah. I'm blanking on names. I'll say Bone Thugs.
Oh, dude. You know what's
Yeah.
funny? It's, I believe like in energy and shit. Like you mentioned a couple things like Kenny. Like I had Kenny in the car.
Mhm.
Bone Thugs is a group specifically the past month or so I've made a point to listen to more of. Like, cause I listen to a shit ton of like old school shit, bro. I'm 29. You know what I'm saying? So
Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs is stupid good. One of the
What's
best
up?
cannabis groups of all time. One of the best weed groups of all time. Man, let me,
It's Bone and Baby.
and not even just that. Like they one of the best of all time. But like everyone's like, oh, you got to put on Snoop or something. No, like, you wouldn't-
in the morning.
Dude, this
I don't
dude,
believe you rapping.
Dude, shout out them
Mhm.
and shout out Max Beat because I think about how much melodic rap and like vibes are big today. Those motherfuckers
Dude,
were
for
so
sure.
ahead of the time, man. Bone Thugs wasn't even like I don't even think understood until like people could
Bro,
give it
that's
some
what I'm
space.
saying, man.
They're really dope. Bone Thugs is fucking sick. I got like a little Bone Thugs playlist like send your way for me.
I'll send that for
Yeah.
sure.
Portland food spot you want to shout out?
Portland food spot I want to shout out. Shout out Tacos La Pabonita, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know, them boys be chefing up over there. If you want to get the
Where's that at? Shout out
If
the
you wanna-
location.
If you
What?
want to try real authentic Mexican food
That's word.
in this state.
They got taco trucks. That spot in the mall, that taco spot in the mall that y'all be ducking, go there, bro.
Ooh.
Get y'all shit
They
set,
got,
bro.
they got a taco truck.
I promise
by
you.
Eastern Promenade.
Y'all be going to that taco truck, but
Yeah.
y'all don't be going to the one in the mall.
Support the fam. Support the fam.
Yeah,
Go-
check
go support
that
the
out.
fam.
I always
You know
get a
what you gotta
taco. I'm always trying to get new tacos, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Steady. I'm trying to be better with saying always because I feel like it's an absolute, man. Absolute's dangerous. If you're being literal. So y'all get that.
Absolute.
You seem very literal about your words and your linguistics.
100%.
I'm a
The vernacular
journalism
clear.
major and a English minor.
Heard
So
you.
my brain fucked. I had to like understand words to kind of get outside my head in a sense.
Yeah, I'm just a linguistics savant. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
important, bro. I even forgot why I was bringing up words and shit, man.
Drip
But,
severe.
Drip severe.
oh yeah, fuck. Absolutes is dangerous, but I be steady trying to get tacos. I can't think of a day where I really
Steady.
don't even want to get a taco.
Steady.
You get $100,000 if you don't shower for 6 months. You think you can do it?
6 months? Now that's 100,000.
Yeah, I'm not even talking like like you went up in like a riverbed, like and like you had a bar of soap. You can't even do
But
that.
like I'm just sitting.
Yeah, you can swim. You can go and like swim and shit, but you can't like bring like shower supplies and like up in the ocean. No shower, no bath. 6 months. And you could pick the 6 months too, even that if you want. But think about that. You be getting I be getting pimples and shit probably to like six
I can still
days.
brush my teeth and everything though, right? Like, can I still brush
Oh,
my teeth
I
and shit?
look, yo, low-key, you fucked my head up. I thought you said, I used to brush my teeth, though. And I was like, yo, why don't you still brush your teeth, B? Like,
You know, shit be hard, you know? Nah.
yeah.
These dents.
You can definitely still brush your teeth.
Word, all right.
And you can even, you know what I'd even say? Because I'm big on, like, skincare these days. You can moisturize and cleanse the face, like, with a
I'm
washcloth in the sink.
I'm
But
chilling.
you can't, like, shower the body. So you
You know
might
what I
need
say to that, y'all? Better bring me my money.
Bring me my money. That's
bring
what
me
I'm
the
saying.
money, man.
For sure.
All right.
Nah, I'm taking that 6 months.
That was the last rapid fire I had. The most
for
important
sure.
one.
Hey, if we gonna shout out little EPs, anything coming up, cooking up.
Yeah, because
okay,
I was going to say pretty much back to the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Break down your latest EP that came out in April, like kind of what motivated you to drop it, and then kind of where can people get it?
Yeah, so last one, young nigga shit, you know, dropping that EP. It was a lot of songs that I already had out on like SoundCloud and everything that I'm just pushing over to Apple Music and Spotify, so you guys can get those joints everywhere. You know, we're just trying to, we call it young nigga shit because it's like a bunch of young nigga shit, bro. Listen to the lyrics, dog. Decipher it, dog. You know, we mixing up Gibby puzzles. So a bunch of young nigga shit. Listen to the lyrics, bump it, enjoy it. We burning it into history, and now we're moving on to the rest. You know.
It's a step forward.
So
That's perfect. That's a good segue because
yeah.
what's coming up? What are you actually? One thing
Oh,
I did want to
yeah,
shout out
yeah,
to.
looking.
I'm on the SoundCloud because there was a beat I forgot. I wanted to ask you about. The song that really made me like put you on my radar, put you on my radar was After Halloween, Slippers. You ever heard
This is the perfect transition.
what-
son.
Perfect.
what's that cat's name? Bash from Third World or something? Somebody else I heard like after you. Like, dude, I heard you make that song. And then there was like a song that was like blowing up, and I'm like, yo, like, is that Gibby's song, bro? It was someone else had like probably got the beat on YouTube or something.
Oh no, I feel you. I feel you.
But I was like, shit, dude, like just little things like that. I'm like, this beat is stupid. And then seeing like that beat, like, I mean, I wish y'all got like the 3 mil from it to be real, but still
Heard
like
you. Dang, if it's like that, I feel you.
validating behavior in a sense. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
If you saying it like that, we some slippers.
Yeah, I like
we
that
some
track a lot.
sliders.
That was probably one of my favorite ones I heard.
Well, let me tell you this, man. Coming up, you know, TBA to be announced the date, but EP Sipping Sliding.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Breaking news, is this official?
Breaking news,
There we
official.
go.
Here we are,
Sliding.
Sipping Sliding coming out, date to be announced.
Oh
But,
shit.
yeah, we dropping a lot of, so a couple of those tracks that you see on SoundCloud already. So I'm doing a lot of like SoundCloud moving.
Yeah,
You know, I'm like solidifying them onto
Getting it all in one
exactly,
place.
so everybody can listen
Oh
to
yeah.
it. Cause not a lot of people bump SoundCloud no more. You know,
I fuck with
Sliding.
SoundCloud. I
Word.
love SoundCloud, man.
So-
I'll be seeing my name on your SoundCloud right now.
go crazy. So I was saying, like,
We slipping sliding everywhere.
yeah, Sipping
People's
Sliding.
mama's
like,
houses, especially, yo.
in and out.
In
Like,
and
like,
out, yo,
this shit is
for
crazy.
Hey yo.
I'm saying, so a
So
lot
that's
of those
coming.
tracks
Is it just YK and Gibby or is it YK and both of y'all?
is just YKN, yeah.
But
so,
it sounds like y'all always together. If
Word, yeah.
YKN's
so
on,
like,
bro.
so what? When you, what? Welcome to YKN. Excuse me. Peeping the brand. So starting. This is Poncho. he's the marketeer. He does all the graphic designing,
digital design,
all the digital designings and all the workings.
Got you.
And I'm the creator of music. I'm over here making the products of what we make designs to.
Gotcha.
So it's like it's a whole amalgamation of
coincide
this.
together
Exactly.
perfectly, yo.
But do you said you're freestyling though too, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
I used to be ass in music,
Yeah.
but catch me sometimes right now.
I'm telling you, I be freestyling every day. He be practicing with me in the car.
That's how
I
you do.
promise
You
you.
just do this shit every day, man.
Poncho, clear your top 5. I kid you not.
Oh shit,
I
man.
kid you
Poncho
not.
top 5.
Poncho, clear your top 5.
You
He's
gotta
not
get
3.
like a
tops.
cipher or something. Get a
Bro.
big neighborhood cipher.
Nigga, I'm ready for that. I'm trying to get some shit booming like that.
This guy's
man.
gonna kill it, yo. Big doof.
You know?
No joke.
She said big deal. Crazy shit.
Oh man, that's tremendous, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we pretty much hit a pretty good spot here. We can wind down and encapsulate kind of what we've been talking about, man. All the shit's online to play and access.
Yes, sir.
What's the best places to kind of support you directly? Like,
Best places, come hit me up on Insta, YKN_Gibby. Hit that boy up, YKN.
_Poncho.
On Insta, and starting soon, we're going to be adding a lot more to our YKN Entertainment page,
Why can't TikTok? Why can't everything?
Just a lot of stuff, a lot of entertainment, a lot of stimulation for your eye sockets, Get you,
Brothers of Destruction.
get y'all boys ready,
go.
We're ready to clear some heads off, right?
oh, sounds like you got a lot in the chamber.
For sure.
We'll do one more. You say Hadouken?
Hadouken.
There we go, bro. I'm liking this, man. I'm liking the energy, man. That's why I gotta talk to guys. Always gotta keep young motherfuckers. And whenever I say young, I mean that respectfully. There's a reason why I name my cat that. Like, I'm not ever trying to like fucking big brother any motherfuckers out here. I hate that
That's
shit.
word.
If anything, like I've been out here like doing it for 5 years, like pretty heavy, and like I want to get deeper into like artists, like
That's how you do
allegedly,
it.
you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah,
that
that's how
kind
you
of
do it
scene.
for
Like
sure.
I ain't trying to be out here to be like another fucking like white dude from Maine on stage, like just fucking in a little boys club, like helping out people, like y'all already know, man. There's enough of shit like that, to be honest. And the reason I say that shit is because
That's how
like,
you do
I mean,
it,
I
man.
try. Y'all gotta hold me accountable. I gotta hold myself accountable for saying shit like that. But it's like there's just too many motherfuckers like that, bro. Like I do this shit out of pocket, but mostly out of love for the fact that like I need shit like this for me.
Word.
Sometimes I don't want to do this shit, so I kind of like detach from myself for a quick second. I'm gonna be like, all right, who we find? Who do we gotta get? Even if I might not resonate with music, with sometimes if I'm interviewing somebody, just the story has to be said, have a chance to be said.
Yeah.
'Cause so many stories out here don't get told.
That's
And I
facts, bro.
fucking don't like that, man.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we all for that, man. We
I don't
pushing,
like that.
trying to get this community started, trying to get this community kick running. All y'all creative, just start pushing your creative
Yeah,
input.
and y'all been doing it too. It's
That's
like
what I'm
it's just
saying.
like, but keep the fucking momentum.
Put that
man.
extra gear. Ask yourself. Take some time in the morning and ask yourself,
Yeah.
did you really try hard enough?
Oh shit.
I mean, hey, if that's a question that you
No.
can't answer 100%, then they can take that step.
If you get that like lingering regret feeling,
Exactly.
at least for me, it's usually because I ain't trying hard enough.
Exactly.
Or I ain't putting the right energy in. And remember, if you ever feel like no one's listening, I'm listening out here. You got a fucking clip of me saying, I got 3 cameras. There's people out here listening. Even if you feel like you in your room in the stew, it's 1 a.m., you're depressed, you don't want to do it. There's people out
We
there.
all
bro.
listen.
Yeah, we all listening.
That's tremendous, man. Well, before I ask you the final question,
Yeah, yo.
shout out Yardy Ting for sponsoring this podcast. Shout out
Yardy
Soda
Ting.
for the instrumental. Yeah, just double shout out Yardy Ting, man.
Good
Fucking-
oxtail, yo.
It's everything about that, man.
Fire oxtail.
I want it every day. I literally bought like all those cats, like I said, from like just different cities would be popping around tour.
Yeah.
They were all like enamored by it. It was tremendous.
A good beef patty.
Oh my god, I got patties in my freezer. Right, I don't like I said, I don't even eat beef. I think I got 4 frozen beef patties in the freezer. Yeah, I was just like, you never know when you might need that. You
That's
get
what I'm
the
saying.
emergency patty.
Emergency patty. She might get beefy,
Oh
Pause.
man, yeah. I was waiting. I knew I'm like someone's gotta say pause at some point in this podcast. I've been watching that Mason Cameron fucking show too much.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, YKN Gibby, ready for your
Yes,
last
sir.
question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
YKN Gibby, where will you be 1 year from now?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Oh shit. Very reminiscent to the Kanye West. I guess we'll never know. You ever seen that shit?
Of course.
That's tremendous.
Because you know nothing, man.
YKN. The mystery continues. And then shout out your socials too,
That's what
man.
I'm
Like
saying.
shout out how the cats spell it.
YKN Poncho. YKN_PANCHO.
The
Poncho.
evil guy with the mason
Evil
jar.
guy with the mason jar. YKN.
YKN
Too funny,
Poncho,
you know what I
YKN
mean?
Gibby. Shout out my cat somewhere. Shout out Yardy Ting. Those also start with Y's. And the Y is why we should go out here sometimes. Not that you need to grasp the why of it, but be enamored by the fact that you ain't ever gonna figure it out, Jack. And we'll see you next time.
Nah.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
Allegedly.